My main thing I want to do with the Stockton beef is just leave it. I did nothing wrong. He's in the wrong. And yet I'm still in the beef and I can't get out. Like, get me out of there. I'm gonna find a way to get out of the beef. Just dip. Dip harder than dip tangle. Holy. Dip tangle did dip fast. And I just got a message. Oh, that's pretty good. Y'all don't know what happened, but I'm not gonna tell you. And nobody's in here, so I could tell nobody what happened. And nobody would know. Um, wow. Um, very chill mapper seems. Extremely chill. We get political real fast. I love these streams. These streams get so political so fast. It's scary, but at the same time, it's mapping. What do you expect? All right. So I think I'm gonna finish up dividing Africa, or I'm gonna have major pushes. So in the midst, ooh, what's up, guys? Welcome back to another. Uh, ugh. What's up, guys? Welcome back to another scenario where civilization starts over in a nuclear fallout. And in this episode, we will be seeing some very important events happening. Holy, no way I messed that up. What do you mean? They look the same. They've been the same for a while now. Haven't changed much. What? It's been the same, bro. I've not changed anything for a while. I don't know what you're talking about. Caribbean looks normal. Hudson Lake looks normal. North America, normal. Russia, normal. Does need some fixing to it, but I will do that at a later date. I'll figure out how to on everything. But other than that, everything's normal. I don't see a problem with this map. I didn't change anything. I swear to you. Like, you can check my episodes. I haven't changed anything for a while. What? Did I change that? There's a few things I think I changed. Nope, the only change I've made to geography has been rivers recently. Maybe a few land changes, but nothing but rivers. I'm sorry, but nothing but rivers. That's the only change. Only change that I can recall made. I might have made one. I don't know. First major event we see happening is the um yellow team pushing into the cyan team, and they're going to push like this, spearheading over here, and they're going to completely cut off the aid from the pink team to the cyan team. So the pink team's going to get pushed back a lot by the cyan team. So here we see the yellow team pushing into the pink team. I'm cooked. I was recording. Oh, that is sad. I'm so I'm sorry for laughing, but oh my. So the yellow team pushes into the pink team, and they're going to push actually generally farther than they've pushed in a while, with not much success in this war happening until recently, with more countries in Africa being on board and gaining power due to the colonial expansion. So colonial expansion is going to start being seen as a better thing in this episode. So more countries that weren't all the way for colonialism are like, colonialism's great. It's helping us win this war. And here we see with the freeing up of some of this land, it's going to go back to the dark blue nation, and they're going to free up all of their lands that the Italian nation took. Now this Italian nation is going to be pushed back a lot, and the blue Saharans are going to push into the pink team. So let's go ahead and see that. The blue Saharans are going to be like, all right, so you're gonna push it a little bit, but we're gonna divide and conquer with our aid. So the blue team will be getting aid from the yellow team, but they're going to be pretty much just uniting their front lines under the blue team front line and pushing far into Rome, taking a major city. And Rome's going to be like, I don't like this war. And their people are going to be rebelling up. Their military is not going to be fighting much better than they should be. And they're going to disobey the government with mass killing of many military servicemen because they're not obeying because they don't want to die to the Africans. With this happening, sort of just the pink team leaves the war, and this will be a major event, but the pink team leaves the war, they're out. So these other mutant nations are going to be like, oh god, you're on our border. What do we do? They're going to start militarizing, and they're going to militarize down here because they are navally sending supplies down into like the Albanian colony, I guess. But After this, they're going to be like, colonialism is great, let's push for colonialism. So that's what they're going to do. So here we see the second Madagascar conference happening. No, now there's not many countries if you don't count South Africa, but Unknown, I feel bad for you, bro. That absolutely sucks. It's no laughing matter, but that's pretty funny. Um, it better not be the Chaos Wixa, because if it is, ooh, I'm pissed. I love that series. Um, Other than that, I don't care. I don't watch your Wixa other than Chaos. But that does suck. I have never had that happen to me though. Oh, Nice and relaxing. River borders. River borders. I love river borders. This is going to be the best scramble for Africa ever done by African nations. This is harder to do when you're doing it from inland powers, mainland powers. Not many people are frustrated. I hate this. What's that notification? Who's Ryan Kelly? I haven't got a notification where it disgusting square border. I know. Maybe I can rewind it. Alright, so this is what they used to look like, right? Square border up. Not there. It can't look good there. Not much I can do with that. So, call me a good boy for this, but I don't care. I love river borders. Bam! Like that. So pretty. And these rivers are fictional too. So I can sort of dictate the border. So shh. Dictatorship. Oh god. Dictatorship's coming back. Remember remember the Pookie Mappers Minecraft server or whatever. Where was that? When did the dictatorship start? Was it when we made the communist rebellion? When me and Norwegian shared a Minecraft bed. Yeah. Fish quit. That's sad. That's sad that fish quit mapping. I haven't spoken to fish in a while. I'm thinking maybe just square border it up until. See, I don't want to use squares, but it's just the American in me. The American in me wants to make these borders horrible. Because we all know the US don't draw borders. They draw lines. Like this. It was because the government was dictating food and all that mess, trying to survive, and dictating who can do what. Was it the Pookie? I'm pretty sure Pookie. There's been multiple servers, so there's no telling. Pretty sure with Pookie Mappers, I missed the Pookies. Um, most of the Pookies. pretty sure most of the Pookies hate me because I deleted the OG Pookie mappers. I definitely did that. Um, I've said I deleted it, so see, I do maniacal stuff when I'm mad, and that was one of those things. Saying that I deleted the Pookie Mappers channel, which I did not. I am not that evil. I did not delete the Pookie Mappers. Rumors say I did. Hunter says I did. Well, he used to say I did. Probably still does. Minecraft server was fun. Pookie Mappers was a good collab channel. It's sad that it died out. Um, and it's sad that it was terminated by YouTube, not deleted. And I just really need to clear my name from that, because there's probably so much controversy still behind Golan deleted Pookie Mappers. Like, it's stupid. When a previous member of Pookie Mappers who left said they don't want nothing to do with Pookie Mappers, and then a day later the channel gets deleted, that does look super sus, but it wasn't me. It's basically saying I killed someone, the evidence is right there that I did it, and it's not me. But there's a camera that tells you I didn't do it. And it was YouTube telling us the channel was terminated. Since when did Among Us come back? Holy. Is Among Us any good? Like, I know it was decent for a while. Fell off. Is it back? Hmm. Yeah, I used to be a part of Ender's Discord. I basically gave up on his Discord after like the raid thingy. I need to join back though. It's a pretty cool Discord server. There we go. There needs to be an African giant, but I don't know where I could put this giant. Boom. I mean, I need just an African giant to take over the land that nothing's at. The desert. This is overextended beyond realism. Maybe something like that could obviously fix the borders. So this is one of those situations where I think a straight line border would be useful. Hello VIP, we are dividing up the borders of Africa between the African nations. So it's Africa colonizing Africa. It's very advanced. My neck is so stiff, holy. So here we see just nations being nations and just trying to. Yes, you time travel to get this technology. It ain't time traveling. Yet. That's a good idea, though. They're going to exploit this river. This nation is going to exploit the upper regions of this river whilst not taking all of it. I mean, there's no literal value of taking this land. I mean, it's not desert, but it's easily traversable. But it's still. So, my goal, connect following this border. We need a connection between this nation and why is my notification going off? Mute. Between this guy and this guy. Now the yellow's just a representative color. It ain't an actual country's color. So I need this, somewhat this, no matter what. Actually, I don't think land giving to that team would be useful. Alright, so these are the most border gore borders ever. I want this. Yeah, you're the only person here. But, yeah. You're the only person here. I guess you're gonna help me divide up Africa, bro. Or if you can. Ooh. Smart idea would be to divide up this by a river. Rivers are here for a reason. They're meant to help draw borders. Until we lose the river. I don't know how you can help. I'm either going mentally insane and I can't draw good borders anymore, or I just can't draw good borders anymore. Like, why am I having such a hiccup with this? Like, this should be easy. It should be easy. Like, I should not be having such a major hiccup when drawing these borders. That's it. I shouldn't be having such a major hiccup. I shouldn't be. Because this hiccup is not real. Believe it or not. I do not care. It is not real. I might play it later. If it's any good. If you're gonna be honest here and say it's not any good, just go ahead and say that. Most fan-made games aren't. Or not fan-made, but most, like, random people don't make good Roblox games. Horror game. Alright, then I can't play your game. Alright. Boom! Alright. If it's scary, I can't play it. I'm running purely off of caffeine. We need a color. I'm gonna pick this one. Farmer Union color. I'll play it after this stream and after I'm done. Maybe. I don't know. I'm purely running off of sweet tea and Pepsi. One Pepsi can and my sweet tea that I'm drinking slowly. And I'm not used to caffeine. Or at least much of it. I just recorded. Ooh, that is a bad feeling. When you do that for like the first time, holy, sucks. But get over it and record the rest of the video, bro. And if you can't get over it, womp womp. Get over it. That's at least how I mess up my recordings and still record. I do not listen to the stream in the background. It's gonna distract you. Get off of my stream and record. It's pretty easy. The streamer wants you off of his stream. Even though you're boosting me in the algorithm right now, or whatever, I could care less. Go make good quality content. And if it ain't good quality, I'm gonna be mad because I will watch it. I'm yeah, I'm not doing good on sleep. I'm running off of pure nothing. And my YouTube free trial passed. Today's just horrible. Every day I take L's. Man, so yeah, so remember me and PSD the memories. He's a dramatic fun outcast, independent strength E. Life's a game, the life's a matter the referee. There's the only penalty, so all the nights, that's fine. Fine, better you cry, so it like, so it pop pills many times. But I don't want to make my mama cry, so you know, inside, like, it's fine. I'm alive. Pray to God for everybody. Days are getting longer, nights are getting colder. Pray to God, but never taking my soul. Days are getting longer, nights are getting colder. Seen it all. It was, you know, that you're gonna try. It's in the middle of college. You mountains I could never climb. You're doing, woman, born again. God, God, for the keep. Rise to the bottom. Bed. I'd rather be dead than alive. So God, I don't want it. Rose of time. No, what do you know? Yes, I am just picking up colors from. Alright, so I'm gonna turn off my display capture. I somebody running up. Run up. A lot of people, so many people I saw, riding around with my window down, roll control, negativity to go. I think far from the fact that it's really a comma at the top, to my topic, comma, whoa, shut that freak. Drop a bomb on me, artillery. What's up, Omega? Well, this is Africa. W. Bro, I am not good today. Like, I need to get off stream, sleep. Well, probably can't sleep anymore. Holy, I've been up for over 24 hours. At least. I need sleep. My bad. crit. I finished recording. Good job. Not yet. They're still at war. My window down, saying, because I'm right. A lot of people, too many people. My heights. Gotta live it high. Cause I got my life. Can't be never break me. I'm born for a die. Blood dies. I don't know why. I do both. I edit and use pause feature. Sometimes I just use the pause feature if I'm lazy, which I do not recommend doing that. You let me down. This is the end of the final Madagascar conference for dividing up Africa. There is some new nations being formed because of African tribes in Africa, because there is lots of people in Africa in this civilization thingy. Angola didn't get much land. The provinces need to be updated, but this is how it's divided. Lots of river borders. The mutants didn't get much land, so they're very mad at the colonizers. But other than that, they're going to just be like, alright, we gotta focus on defeating the mutants in Europe. So they're gonna be like, where can we attack from? They're going to be like, we got the Cyan team left, so let's try to do some naval invasions. Already, they navally invade these three islands owned by the Iberian team, and they're going to make a naval landing up here. But then the other mutant nations are like, alright, so we got the Northern Rome nation. We need the Northern Rome nation. They're the most powerful nation here. So we see another powerful mutant union. These unions are popping up like crazy. At first it was the Persian Union. Now this civilization's shocked on how they're working together so well. So once this happens, the fronts collapse. And this nation is going to be pushing into old Roman lands, which is now their lands. So this Roman country will be pushing down into the Italian peninsula a lot, taking back their old lands, or whatever you want to call this now. But they ain't going to fully push them out. They're going to take back Albania, though. But they're going to push them, like, to almost this river, and they're going to hold a defensive here. But the Cyan team is going to be almost fully wiped out of the war because they're putting so much resources into the Union front because they know their front's collapsing. So lots of their people are migrating into the Union Nation because they're scared that their country is going to collapse. And here it goes with a slow siege of their capital. Starting, they encircle the capital, slowly siege it, and then the Cyan team is out of the war. Their government gone. Their government building gone. Burnt to the ground. And here we see the I guess African Union giving up its land in Iberia to the Western African nation for them to hold on to. And they're going to be scared of this union. This union's going to be like, we're not scared. We're going to push back even more, freeing up this major city, and they're also going to get riots from down here and down here in this major city over here. But that will be it for this war, and let's go on to another place. Chinese cheese? Chinese cheese? We love Chinese cheese. No matter how much we hate on Chinese cheese, we love them. How did you get rivers? I added them. Omega mainly helped me with it, with the getting the map. So ask Omega. Ah. Here we see the Madagascarians expanding more into India. India is going to feel threatened by this, but they don't do anything. But here we see a major turn in events. So this pink team is going to be like, how about we finally intervene in this war? So let's go ahead and see what happens. So what do we think's going to happen, chat? Because I don't know what's going to happen. With their ports around their cities over here around the eastern Mediterranean, they're going to make naval landings in this area and the southern Albanian areas, welcomed in with open arms from this Albanian area, but slowly not so welcoming. But they set up a defensive along this border, and the mutant nations struggling. And they're newly formed, they're united, they're powerfully united, they're happy, but they're struggling. They're struggling because they're not organized. They formed out of nowhere. Unlike the Persian Union, they weren't formed out of nowhere. They were planning it, they're more united, and they had a cause. A big cause. These guys did not know the humans were going to be after them 100%. So here we just see a collapse in the front line slowly. And they're also going to slowly take more cities, pushing up on this river. And this is where we see the collapse of the mutant front over here. But they will hold for now. But let's go ahead and see another thing. Mutants, they're going to get involved as they slowly expand. I mean, look at this. My map's good. It's built for the future. We can't have mutants in here the whole series. It's built for the future. It will be built to last. This is a Wixo that could beat Norwegian's Wixo in time if I wanted it to. My goal is 150 episodes. I want to make the longest Wixo. Why am I being called a Nazi? I don't want to be called a Nazi. What did I do? Oh my god. I don't want this drama. Alright. Benito, just send it. I don't care. What? I never sent that. What? Yo. I legitimately never sent that. Hold up. I might get alt involved. Oh, I don't want to get alt involved, but I did? An alt send server? Wait, when did I send that? I never sent I never sent. What? I never sent that flag. I swear. Yo, it's more believable that you're a neo-Nazi. But me, me people won't think I'm a neo-Nazi just because of how against I am of the far right. I'm being called a neo-Nazi now. That's ridiculous. Bro, I can't even finish this poll because it's so tied. Holy, just somebody win already. Maxi or Ender. But me calling me a neo-Nazi, I don't care. Call me a neo-Nazi. I honestly could care less. Um I'm not a neo-Nazi, but I could care less what you call me. I did not send that flag though. Wait, did I? That does sort of sound like something I would do. But I'm not even in any servers with that as an emoji. That's weird. No, I'm gonna tell Altsen about this, and I'm gonna hop on one of Altsen's streams. I don't know. I don't recall sending that flag. Like, honestly, sounds like something I would do for jokes. Maybe in proper context. Or something. I would send that in proper context. I know I would do that. Um, history wise. But as a joke, I think I think Benito's a neo Nazi. Benito, you're a neo Nazi. But like, I can't really blame Altson. Yeah, I'm gonna talk to Altson about this Stockton situation, and I'm gonna get him to cancel the beef. He has a larger following than me. He can destroy Stockton, no doubt, and then just end the beef. Because one, I should not be called a neo-Nazi. And I gotta use the bathroom, but I'm going to be using the bathroom. And yeah. But yeah. I'm not a neo Nazi. I swear to you. Wait, Altson's mad at me? Wait, hold up. I don't. Explain stuff in chat and I'll read it when I get back. Wow, I just heard my door open. Alright, chat, I'm back. Alright, despite the recent allegations, I can confirm Benito is not a neo-Nazi. And me, I'm not a neo-Nazi. Like, why would I be a neo-Nazi? I'm Benito's closer to being a neo-Nazi than me. This African alliance down here needs to be removed. Chat, what alliance should I make? I need an anti-colonial. They ain't gonna cancel you, Benito. You got too many people backing you that are up higher in the game. It's the elite system that needs to be removed, but it's benefiting us. So I'm not complaining. Bro, stop the... Alright. Anti-colonial alliance. These new African states should join. You're not too late, Alexander. Absolute nonsense. For our final event in the video, it's going to be this new anti-colonial alliance forming between majority of Central African nations, and they're just going to be against colonialism because most of these nations were wronged by colonialism. And with these new nations forming, they're like, we could have been colonized. Do you know how scary that is? Our people could have been gone. We're weak tribal nations. We need an alliance to protect us against these colonial powers who could invade. So they're going to form an alliance like so. But that'll be it for today's episode. I hope y'all do like the series so far. This is like peak for me. I love this. I hope y'all love this. Comment down suggestions. I'm trying to make this series as interesting as possible. So, yeah. And also, I'm doing things a little too fast, but I think colonization happening really early was a good thing, especially for my series because of how developed the past civilization before the current civilization that we're using is. And I also think colonizing India would be a good idea. And then Africa, I might change up some things. I don't know how I'm going to work the rest of Africa. Independence might be a thing soon. We might have early independence since we got early colonization. We might have late independence and just a fully colonized world. We don't know yet. I don't know yet. I have a plan for what I'm going to be doing though. It's on my phone. So I have major plans, small plans. Y'all will just see what's happening. But that will be it. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Love you all. Alright, that was a little slow. We could have done that faster than anyone could ever like experience. I don't know. I could have like said that faster or something. I don't know. I don't know nothing. All I know is Benito's a neo-Nazi. And Angolan, what's up, bro? How you doing, Angolan? And Angolan. That's a This is a quick one to say if you want to say that quick. And Angolan. And Angolan. Stockton's GMing me, bro. Alright. I negotiated peace with Stockton, and he's leaving me out of the beef. Now he's gonna beef with himself or something. I don't know. That would be funny. Stockton leaving me out of the beef. Thank God. I love Stockton. Well, the recent decision Stockton made. I absolutely hate Stockton. Alright, he wants me to take down the post. He deleted the clips. And I got a feeling Stockton's. Hmm. Alright. Goodbye, Stockton. Don't be back. Don't talk to us ever again. Don't talk to me ever again on alts. Allow me to block you, bro. Finally. I hope world peace can be solved, or at least something close to it. But you know, we're attempting to achieve peace in a war zone. An active war zone. That's what you can call it. The hood. Whatever. Yo, my mapping video on hold up. Community Wixo one's out. Alright, I'm gonna get off, hopefully sleep. I don't know. Goodbye, guys.